Well, hello, I'm Karen Brook, and if you're anything like me, I bet you know that you could be doing much, much better than what you're presently doing. That was definitely the case for me a few years back. I still remember it clear as day. It was January 2015, and I was searching. I knew that I had barely scratched the surface with what I could personally accomplish, but I certainly felt somewhat stuck and that I had plateaued in my results. And I remember journaling every day. I was studying, I was researching online, and I was thinking, why am I not getting better results? I feel stuck. And I'm going to share with you today exactly what I did over the course of a few weeks that completely changed my life. And if you will embark on the same kind of journey that I did, your life will never be the same again. I can guarantee that. You know, you and I, we're really capable of infinite things, and that sounds like a pretty big idea. But the reality is you have no idea where your boundaries are. In fact, the mental boundaries that you create for yourself are really keeping you trapped in exploring your potential, your power for influence, and the good that you can do. In fact, I really think that the limitations that exist, there might be limitations, but they exist far beyond the actual limitations that you create for yourself. So we have to start to understand this, that you are an infinitely powerful human being. There is nothing that you cannot do. If you really want something, then you can make it happen. And I certainly, if I think back to a few years ago when I was really looking for how I could go to the next level. Now, I was already creating a significant amount of success in my life. I had started my branding and marketing business when I was 20 years old. I have been an entrepreneur my whole life. I started my first business as a photographer when I was 18. I grew up in Western Queensland, out in a tiny town called Birdsville in the middle of Australia. I always wanted to be a doctor. I've always been very driven and motivated. You ask anyone in my family, and that spirit of finding better ways and creating more value and how can I, do something that'll benefit somebody else. I remember putting on BMX weekends as an 8-year-old out in my little hometown, and I remember cleaning cupboards at the local hotel and sweeping driveways at the service station. And I guess I understood back then this idea of the law of compensation, that you only earn money after you've provided the service. And if you want to earn more money and create better results, then you've got to get better at what you do. You've got to become more effective, provide greater value, more service at what you do, which is the law of compensation. That's a law that we study in my coaching programs. And when you understand it and you can start to work in harmony with it, everything starts to change. So, I've always been very driven and motivated to create better outcomes. And I know that you are as well. You're very driven and you're very motivated to find better ways of doing what you're doing. And that was me as well. That was exactly what I was like. And I had built my branding and marketing business, and I plateaued in my growth in that. I knew that I was capable of more. It wasn't satisfying me anymore, and I was looking for what else I could do. I was a pilot. I am a pilot, and I thought, why don't I take what I have learned in terms of business development, branding, marketing, and combine it with my love of aviation. So I started to speak. I started to do keynote speeches around the whole process of learning to fly and how you could take that the same concepts that you move through in learning to fly and apply it to what you're doing in your business or in your life to get better outcomes. And so I started to spend a few years doing that, but I still knew that I was capable of more. And I know that you know that you're capable of more as well, and that you're looking for a better way of doing what you're doing, and that you also know that you have gifts and talents and this spiritual essence within you that you haven't developed to the extent that you know you could develop. And that was certainly me as well. And I remember it was January 2015. And I was journaling, I was doing meditations, I was clearing my chakras. I also wanted to fall in love. That was a really big goal of mine. I had been single for 8 years, and I I really wanted to fall in love. So I wanted better business, I wanted to earn more money, and I also wanted to fall in love. And I was doing anything I could find. I was buying little short online courses. I was reading. I was watching YouTube videos. I was meditating. I was clearing my chakras. And I was thinking, you know, they've got to have a breakthrough soon. And I actually did. But it really the huge breakthrough came as a result of me following my intuition and making a committed decision to back myself. Quite frankly, I made a committed decision to invest a significant amount of money in myself so that I could become aware as to how to make the changes that I wanted and make them permanently. I'm going to tell you a bit about that today. So I remember I had found a video on YouTube by Bob Proctor, and it was an abundance meditation. And I had never heard of him before, but it resonated with me, and I was 14 days in. I was doing it every day, 14 days. And on day 14, I'll never forget it. I remember sitting up bolt upright in my bed and thinking, I don't really know who this man is, but I know that he knows something that I have never heard anyone else teach on or speak about in the way that he is. And I knew then and there that the answer was in what he was teaching. And I made a decision then and there. I got up off the bed and I went to his website, and I enrolled in a 1-week event with him over in Canada. And from there, I started to study thinking into results. And it was very soon into that he said to me, do you want to bring this back to Australia and start to facilitate this? I'd already been working in business and business coaching and business development for a period of time, and I knew that this was the gap. This was the gap. It was the gap within me. It was the gap within every single person that I had ever worked with. And I knew in my heart that it was the answer to my own problems and challenges, and it would help me break through to that next level. But I also knew with 100% certainty that my clients at the time, if they got into this, that their life would never be the same again. And that's exactly what happened. So it really came off the back of following my intuition. To something inside me said, go down this path. It's the right path for you. And I booked that discovery call with one of Bob's coaches, and he got on that call with me, and he helped me to see a part of myself that I always knew was there, but was perhaps too scared or was invisible to me. And I think that's what happens, that we know we're capable of more. We feel it in ourselves. I mean, you can feel it in yourself right now. I know that you can, but it's how do you access it? How do you access it with confidence? How do you access it with confidence and bring it to the surface and actually execute it so that you can live it, so that it no longer is a dream, it's actually real for you? And I'm so grateful for that conversation. I'm so grateful that I did whatever I could and I got myself into that coaching program, and it was a significant amount of money. It was 3 times as much as thinking into results costs. It was money that was more money than I'd ever invested in myself before. And I just knew that it was right and that it would all work out, and it certainly has. So I think my message to you today, I know my message to you today is to not deny that. To not deny that spiritual essence of who you really are, not to deny the dreams and the goals that you have, and to follow your intuition. Bob Proctor has taught me a beautiful truth about intuition. And it's this, that intuition is always there first. And the paradigm, that mental programming that keeps us operating the same way, even though there's a better way, comes second. It comes second to make you doubt your intuition. It comes second to stop you from moving forward, to convince you that it's not the right time, that you can't do this, that the dream or the goal's too big, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the money. The reality is that we spend money on all kinds of things. You'll spend a little bit more money to make yourself comfortable when you travel. We buy new cars, we upgrade our houses, we buy a new dress in our wardrobe. But how long has it been since you invested some money in you to upgrade you, to build a better operating system, to become more consciously aware than you ever have before as to how to get better results? You are always going to be your most valuable investment. And if you don't really believe that at the moment, then you have a self-image problem. You have a self-confidence problem. And that is going to hold you back. You've got to have courage here. You've got to have courage and some level of confidence to say, God damn it, I'm worth it, because you are. You know, in fact, if we could tap the energy in your body, we could actually power a small country for a week, which would put you probably worth about $1 billion. So you need to start believing in yourself more. And I don't care what level of success you've already accomplished, it's still nothing compared to where you can go. I work with people just starting out. I work with people earning $1 million, 10 million. I work with someone earning $40 million a year. It makes no difference what level you're at. We all want increase. We want more career satisfaction. We want more health. We want more time. We want more money. We want more feeling of love and happiness and joy. And none of that can happen for you unless you grow you, unless you grow your mind. So that's what my coaching is about. That's what Thinking into Results is about. It's giving you a foundation for total transformation, to move you to a whole new level of conscious awareness where you can access more and better results. You are not able to access more and better results where you are right now. And I know that you want better results, and I know that you know you're capable of better results, because you and I are exactly the same. We all have that desire for increase. And this is where it really started for me. This joined all the pieces. My Thinking into Results coaching will change your life. There is no doubt about it. And the price that you will pay for it is minuscule compared to what you will get out of it. In fact, when people ask me how much does it cost, I say if you do it or if you don't do it, because you're going to lose a lot more long term by not investing in this than you are by investing in it. So this is where I want you to really get serious about this and send me a message today, and let's get you started in this. Let's stop mucking around and really go to the next level with you, with your life, with your results, with everything that you know you are capable of. Make certain that you bring about what you want and those better results now. Not next month, not next year, not when the kids finish school. It's about doing it now. All successful people have formed the habit of doing what they want now and acting in the now. So I continue to study this. You'll see it has duct tape down the side of it. And it's literally falling apart, but look at it. It's like full of notes and sticky notes. And it's not just about studying that, it's living it. It actually becomes part of you. It becomes part of the way you operate. It's this entire foundation for success. You know, I was chatting to a client of mine recently, and she said, we were talking about where she was at when she reached out to me, and she hadn't been following me for that long. But she reached out, she booked a discovery call, and she said, initially I was really looking more for a business coach. That's what I thought I was looking for. And when I got into it, I realized, well, not only can I work on my business with this, but it's kind of a bit of life coaching as well. She said, my entire life has expanded before it. In the last 12 months, my entire home life is nearly unrecognizable. The impact that this has had on my entire family has changed our lives. So when you grow and when you back yourself and when you invest in you, everyone and everything around you benefits from that. I had another client who I have worked with now for about 4 or 5 months. She was just listening to a webinar of mine. She said, I didn't even need the discovery session. I was ready to sign up. So maybe that's you right now. You don't even need to have a discovery session. If that guidance inside you is just saying go for it, then just go for it. Don't let the paradigm talk you out of it. Don't let the paradigm stop you. Invest in yourself and make it happen. You will be so grateful that you did, and every area of your life will experience increase as a result of it. So I keep studying that every day. But this, then once I've sort of spent a bit of time with Thinking into Results, this is the next program that I've been studying, the new Lead the Field coaching. And this is what so many of my Thinking into Results clients have moved into as their next step, because, you know, there's no end to the level of awareness that you can create. There is an infinite level of frequencies or vibrations that exist in the universe. And in order to tap into every next level, we have to keep growing our mind. We have to keep surrounding ourselves with new ideas. We have to keep moving forward. That you don't set a goal, accomplish it, and then sit back on your laurels and hope that things keep getting better. You create better results as a result of you growing. And in order for you to grow, you have to grow your mind. And in order to grow your mind, you have to surround yourself with new ideas. The entire basis of transformation requires new ideas. And that's what you're going to start to see when you get into my coaching and when you start to work with me. And that you are going to be surrounding yourself with new ideas, with people, with opportunities, with scenarios from all over the world. I have clients all over the world, and you're going to meet them, and they're going to become some of your closest friends because you're all thinking in the same way. You're all operating on that creative plane where there's no competition. You understand that there is an infinite power flowing to and through you that you can take and you can build an idea with, and you can turn that idea over towards universal intelligence, and it will bring about those conditions in your life. But it doesn't happen outside of you, it happens through you. It is the only way to creating greater good in your life. You have to grow you. And you've got to have the pieces of the puzzle in the right order. Now, this was the other thing that I was missing. If I think back to when I started to work with Bob Proctor, I had many pieces of the puzzle. I was a smart girl. I am a smart girl. But just because we have a lot of knowledge intellectually, it does not mean that we are going to be able to create the results that we want. And this was causing me quite a lot of chaos and confusion for quite a long time, because I was thinking, but I know a lot. I've studied this. I've read this book. I'm doing what I think I'm meant to be doing. I'm taking action. I'm not a lazy person. Why am I not creating the kind of results that I really know I'm capable of, and that I know that I can get better results? And that's what Bob Proctor helped me understand, that it makes absolutely no difference what you understand and know intellectually or consciously. It is what is programmed in your subconscious mind that creates your results. So with my coaching, when you get into it, I'm really going to teach you how to start to target your subconscious mind, how to start to reprogram and build new paradigms, new mental programs that are in harmony with how you want to live and the kind of results that you want to create. If you're not working at the root cause, you're not going to be able to create the results that you want. And this is what I realized, was I had lots of pieces of the puzzle, but I had never learned how to change the paradigm. No one had ever sat down with me and told me exactly what to do every day, every week to change the paradigm. That's what Bob Proctor did for me. That's what he's going to do through me. That's exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do. And then you keep upgrading those paradigms. That's why I keep studying. That's why I keep investing in me. I'm back off to work with Bob again in a month or so. There's no end to it. And most of my clients, they're clients for life. They never stop studying this, because if they're studying it, they keep getting better results. So they don't want to stop studying it, and life just keeps getting better and better and better. And that's going to be you. When you get involved in my coaching and you invest in thinking into results, you're really investing in you. You're investing in your mind, your growth. You're investing in your family. You're investing in every area of your life, because nothing can happen unless you make a move, unless you're growing. So really, I want to finish up with this. Do just once what other people say you cannot do, and you'll never pay attention to their limitations again. Don't ask anyone else what they think you should do. Follow that quiet voice within. Really go after your goals and dreams. Make a committed decision to invest in you. Really, really lean into this, because I promise you, from this day forward, your life will never be the same again. It'll be more abundant, more prosperous. You will experience more health, greater wealth. You will be happier. You will be healthier. You'll have greater career satisfaction than you have ever had before. And it'll be as a result of you growing. It's not outside of you, it's within you. And this is the system. This is the tool. This is the system for success that is going to show you exactly how to make that happen. So I can't wait to work with you, because I know because you and I are exactly the same. I know that you know you're capable of better. I know that you want better results, and I know that you're not willing to settle. You're exactly like me. You're not willing to settle for things as they are now and just hope by luck or chance that 12 months from now things will be better. You're an action taker. you are a decision maker and you are willing and able to invest time and money in yourself. So make a committed decision and get started with my coaching today. Take care. I'm Karen Brook, and I'll talk to you again soon.